This is the Artisan 100. It's based on the classic EL34 power amplifier. And for those familiar with vintage 100 watt designs and amps, the control layout will be very familiar. The 2 inputs and the 3-band tone control network presence and the 2 volumes. The thing that sets this amp apart in particular is the addition of the voice control. The voice control is very simple to use. It's just got 4 positions, but what it does is very clever, and it allows a great deal more flexibility in this amp than you'd find in a traditional design. What it does is it allows you to chart the sort of evolution of 100 watt design within one amp. In position 1, the tone control and the power amp feedback are that of a Fender Bassman. In position 2, the tone control and the power amp feedback are that of a Fender Twin. In position 3, they're that of an early Plexi. And in position 4, they're that of a late Plexi. So what we're doing is we're not only changing the pre-voicing and the tone control, we're also changing the power amp feedback all at the same time. What it allows you to do, you can hear it. It allows you to go from a very bright, tight, spanky sort of sound through to something which is a lot more bass heavy and got a lot more grit and feedback. The other thing that we did on this amp is what I was talking about earlier on, which is refining the design. If you get old Plexis, they're really difficult to use, and in particular the reason they're difficult to use is the 2 inputs have very extreme pre-voicing. So the high treble has a load of pre-emphasis on the treble, which means it absolutely takes your head off. It's very difficult to use. Then the normal channel is a little bit woolly and quite difficult to use. So what you find is that most players, to get a good sound, will blend the 2 channels. We also have a normal channel and a high treble channel, but instead of being unusable, they're both very usable. So let me just give you an example. The normal channel is warm and full, but it isn't woolly in any way. Then channel 2, which is the high treble, is bright. But it isn't so bright that it's unusable. Let me just take you through the voice control. Starting in position 1, this is the Bassman position. It isn't, when I use these references, it isn't because it's exactly a Bassman, exactly a Twin, or exactly an early Plexi. These are just the starting points where we sort of took the refined design from. So they have the essence of a Bassman or that of a Plexi, but they're not exact copies or anything. They're not models in any way. It's just they're the reference tones that we've used. The Bassman, as you'd expect, very clean. Very good for sort of fun. The Fender Twin, you get it. A warmer, fuller sound, but it's still got that nice sort of spanky top end. Moving on to the early Plexi, this is where you get, what's happening is you're taking feedback off the power amp, which increases the gain, and it allows you to crunch the power amp sort of at lower volume and get more crunch at higher volume. Moving on to the second of the two plexes, you can hear all the gain coming in there, and this is sort of more of the Hendrixy sort of crunch.